Hi there. I wanted to show you a couple more fun text features that you can add to your animal reports today. So, something that I really love when I'm reading expository nonfiction books are the pop out boxes that have like fun facts or did you know? They're little text boxes within a report or within a book that just share some cool little facts. So I wanted to try to add some of those to my report. And I'm going to show you first how to do it on a handwritten report because I've mostly been using my computer and I know a lot of you are handwriting them. So I want to show you that it's totally possible to do these text features if you're handwriting also. And then I'll also show you an example of how to do it in the computer version. Okay, so I'm going to work with, it's hard to know how to show you what I'm working on when it's not on a computer. I'm going to show you with my chapter about where do polar bears live. So I wrote, have you ever wondered where polar bears live? They have to live in very cold climates. They live in the Arctic. When mother polar bears are ready to have babies, they dig dens in snowdrifts to help keep them warm. Okay, so something I remember from my research that I didn't put in here, but I remember it, is that the word polar bear, the scientific name for that, actually means sea bear because polar bears depend on the ocean to survive. And I feel like that's kind of a fun fact that I could stick in this section about where polar bears live. So I'm going to do the best I can here to show you how I would do this from writing. I'm just going to draw a box as neatly as I can. And then in kind of fun handwriting, I'm going to write fun fact. And give it a little squiggly line underneath it, just like that. And then I'm going to jot down the fact that I just shared with you to add it there. I was trying to pause the video so you didn't have to watch me write, but I can't figure out how to do it right now. So you're just going to have to watch me write it. Okay, so fun fact. The scientific name for polar bear means sea bear because they need the ocean to live. Okay. So I literally just drew a box. I wrote fun fact and then I put in a cool fact that I remembered from my research that had to do with this chapter. So that's how you can do it when you are handwriting, and you could even make it fancier than mine. You could color it in if you wanted to. You could cut your fun fact box out of different colored paper and glue it onto the page. However creative you want to get is awesome. It works a little differently if you're doing it in a computer. So I'm going to go to my Where Do Polar Bears Live section. It looks like I'm there. And then I'm going to put my cursor at the end of that paragraph. I'm going to press enter, and then I'm going to put in something called a text box. So I have to go up to insert, and then it's all the way over here, text box. And it may not be the exact same place on your computer if you're using a different program, but a text box usually looks like a box with a letter A inside of it. That's the symbol for it. So I'm going to select that. I'm just going to do a simple text box. Oh my gosh, and it got all weird. Okay, so then I can click on it and I can kind of drag it around to get it to be where I want it to be. I want to move this text underneath that text box. So I'm going to press enter until it gets down there. Then I'm going to click in the text box and type what I want to put in there. So I'm going to write fun fact all in capitals and then press enter to get to a new line. And I'm going to write the same thing that I just told you. The scientific name for polar bear means sea bear because they need the ocean to live. Okay. And then I'm just going to play around a little bit with how that looks. I want it to be longer, maybe like that. And then I also want to see if I can change the border. So I can do that by just making sure my cursor is in the text box and that it has that little um, arrow symbol there. And then I'm going to right click and I can go up to the outline and the weight of the line is down there. Maybe I want to make it like that thick. And then I also kind of want to play around with the color because that's really fun. It's a fun fact about the ocean. So I'm going to make it blue. I could even put a cool fill on the inside of it. Like, ooh, that looks kind of neat. Okay, so there's my fun fact box on the computer. I just remember went up to insert and then text box. And I kind of had to play around with things a little bit to make it look the way I wanted it to look. All right, that's it. Those are pop out boxes. Have fun with it. Do one if you want to, do two if you want to, get as creative as you want to get, and email me if you have any questions. Thanks.